Night was electric, pulsing with the raw anticipation of witnessing Lana Del Rey live. My friends, Alex, Mia, and I, had been talking about nothing else for weeks. We ordered an Uber to take us to the venue. It was an old-fashioned style building right outside our town. As we pulled to the front, we noticed no one outside. A bit confused, we got out anyway. We walked slowly in the front and was greeted by a tall, bald man that just stared at us and opened the door. We looked at each other and did not say a word. A bit shocked at that encounter, but we brushed it off as it was a huge relief when we walked in and heard a large crowd of fans. The air was thick with the scent of excitement as we pushed through the crowd, our hearts beating in rhythm with the distant thrum of the opening act. As Lana took the stage, the world seemed to narrow to the point of her presence. Her voice a haunting melody wrapped around us, drawing us deeper into her world. The stage was set like a scene from another era, filled with symbols and candles that flickered in the dim light. It felt like a ritual, and we were all willing participants captivated by the unfolding drama. But as the concert progressed, the atmosphere shifted. Lana's voice, once filled with melancholic beauty, took on a darker tone. She began to chant in a language I didn't recognize, her eyes alight with an eerie fervor. The crowd grew still, a collective breath held in suspense. Then, without warning, the stage erupted in a spectacle of light and shadow, revealing symbols that seemed to writhe and twist under our gaze. A cold wind swept through the arena, carrying whispers that felt like fingers trailing down my spine. The crowd around us changed, their eyes glazing over as if possessed, their faces distorted, their movements becoming erratic. They turned towards us, their expressions twisted in hostility. Panic set in. We were isolated, the only ones seemingly unaffected by the chaos Lana had unleashed. As the crowd advanced, we fled. Not far behind us was once adoring fans. Finding sanctuary in the second floor's janitor's closet, our breaths coming in short, sharp gasps. The door creaked open, and for a moment I thought we were discovered. But it was just the janitor, an older woman with knowing eyes. "You shouldn't be here," she whispered, her voice carrying the weight of untold secrets. She told us of Lana Del Rey, not the artist we adored, but a witch, a practitioner of ancient rituals, collecting souls to feed her dark pursuits. The revelation was a gut punch, the betrayal of our idol a wound deeper than fear. "Why were we not possessed?" Mia asked. "Those with pure hearts can escape her initial attacks," the janitor whispered. "She's right. I thought the worst thing I have ever done was not tip at a Starbucks." As the night wore on, the janitor shared her plan to disrupt Lana's ritual and free the souls she'd ensnared. It was dangerous, she warned, but it was our only chance. Armed with nothing but our determination, we followed her lead, sneaking through the backstage areas shrouded in darkness. The arena was transformed, a hellscape where reality seemed twisted, corrupted by the ritual's power. We could hear Lana's voice, now a cacophony of sound that seemed to claw at our very souls. Then, in a heart-stopping moment, Alex was taken. Snatched by the possessed crowd, he disappeared before our eyes. Mia and I watched in horror as Lana turned him, his humanity stripped away, leaving a creature with the face of a goat. It was a nightmare made flesh, and it was hunting us. We ran, guided by the janitor's knowledge of the hidden passages within the arena. Behind us, Alex's monstrous form pursued, an unrelenting force driven by the dark magic that had corrupted him. The janitor's plan was a desperate gambit, a counter-ritual meant to sever Lana's connection to the dark forces she'd summoned. As we prepared, the sounds of the monstrous Alex grew closer, a constant reminder of the stakes should we fail. Mia and I chanted, the words foreign but empowering, as the janitor performed the ritual. The air crackled with energy, a storm of light and shadow battling for dominance. And then, with a final deafening roar, it was over. The crowd, released from Lana's spell, collapsed, confusion and fear etched on their faces. Lana herself was gone, her presence extinguished like a snuffed candle. Everyone that attended the concert had no recollection of what happened. We left the arena as dawn broke, the world unaware of the horror that had unfolded within its walls. In the days that followed, there were no reports of the concert, no mention of the ritual or the spirits. It was as if the night had never happened, a collective amnesia erasing it from the world's memory. We haven't seen Alex ever since. We told the police, and when they investigated, they found no foul play or witnesses.